C.A.Watkins, 1901, The Effect of Sin. When man was first created, he was innocent and upright. While in that condition, he could bask in the light of God's presence and live. He could flourish under the counsels of divine instruction. For the Lord visited him daily in the garden and talked with him face to face. And how sad that such relation should ever be severed. Why did not God continue to appear among men and instruct them? Would not the voice of the Almighty and the glorious countenance of Jehovah be more persuasive than written commandments? Take a simple illustration from nature. When a tender plant is bitten by frost, it is sure destruction to place. It is sure destruction to place it where the sunlight can touch it. It cannot endure the warmth and brightness of that which but yesterday was its source of life and vitality. It must be nourished with care, and sometimes, by the use of proper remedies, the frost can be eradicated, and then, when restored to a living condition, the plant can once more meet the rays of light and live. Just so with man. Sin has blighted the lovely flower of his creation. And just as soon as this was done, God knew that man would not dare again to appear in the Lord's presence until some means of restoration had been provided. Yesterday the light and glory of His majesty were a source of vitality, but now the only natural result would be utter destruction. So the Lord separated man from His glory and presence, from a scene of necessity, until the remedy be applied, the blight be removed, the curse of sin eradicated, and man brought back to a condition where he can endure the glory and live. For this purpose the gospel is sent. Even Jesus, when He came to the earth, did not dare to come in His glory. Had He done so, instead of bringing salvation, His presence would have been a consuming fire. Man must be kept separate from the glory of heavenly beings until healed from the curse of sin. Christ came to bring this remedy, but He came covered in humanity that we might not be destroyed by His presence. The time is coming when He will appear again, but this time He will come in His glory, and then those who have rejected the remedy and are not made whole by His gospel will perish at the brightness of His coming. So we see that it is the love of God and the necessary means of salvation that the Lord does not appear to us personally or come near to us in His glory. But as we are healed from sin and restored to our original manhood, the Lord can give us rays of light from His sanctuary, and at His glorious coming we shall be able to stand in His presence, and that light, which through all the centuries of sin would be a source of sure destruction, will then once more be life and strength and everlasting vitality. God help us to believe the power of our Savior, to appreciate the love of our Creator, to accept the remedy for our healing.